Take me for her.
Do it.
I'm not doing that, no.
What's up? We're Number the Stars.
Okay.
I'm Andrew.
I'm Matt.
I'm Ben.
I'm Dylan.
Okay, it's good to have you guys.
Thanks.
So before this, I got to sit in your practice, and you guys seem to know what you're doing. Has music always dated back to when you were young children?
Well, I don't know, like, when I was in, like, 7th grade, I picked up a guitar for the first time, and I just, like, right instant, you know, just, I loved it, so I wanted to learn and keep going.
I played guitar starting in 8th grade, so it's kind of been there for a while.
I started playing guitar, being influenced with local music. That's what made me want to give it a shot. And I was in like 8th grade too. So.
Yeah, I started around, I think, mid 7th grade with my brother. He picked up a guitar and he was like, you should probably pick up a drum set so we could play. So that's what I did. So I've been playing for 7 years, 8 years.
Okay, what was the main reason why you guys came together to form Number the Stars?
I think you should start that off. Andrew.
Let Andrew tell that.
Alright, I'll tell this.
Man.
Alright. Okay. So, this is a long
You
story.
gotta go way back.
Yeah, this
like,
is-
way
Like,
back.
do we have time to tell this story? Okay. Back in the day, I was in a band with Ben's brother, Zach. And then that's how I met Ben. And one of my best friends was Dylan's cousin. This is really complicated.
It's
It's
gonna take a
how
while.
it
So
came.
Good thing it's on
Okay.
It's a really cool story. Though.
And then I went to this show with one of my good friends, Dylan's cousin, and she introduced me to Dylan, and she was like, he sings, and I was like, all right, trademark, he's mine. Like, this kid is gonna be in a band with me for the rest of our
But
lives.
at the same time, I saw them play at a show when they first started, and I was like,
Yeah.
all right, he's a good singer. I want him in my band. I had another band going. And then
Yeah.
you joined my
See-
band.
See, Matt kind of got me first. We the 6 Day War. It was like a hardcore kind of.
Yeah, it was like a post-hardcore emo band, and then that didn't work out. It wasn't
So-
his style, so...
Yeah,
We
I
stole
was kind of in
pretty much.
between like wanting to play like pop music and hardcore. So
And then you
And
lied
then-
about it. You told me you didn't want to play music anymore. You had too much school, and then you
Yeah.
joined his band, and I was like,
he
what
kind of
the
stole.
fuck,
He
what the
kind of
hell?
stole me from him. So yeah.
And then
And
after that,
So Take Her, She's Mine.
then Take Her, She's Mine happened. And then after that band broke up, Dylan and I, we were like, all right, man, we still want to play music. It's what we like to do. So we started Number the Stars,
And I played in a metal band at this time.
Yeah.
and Ben was in a metal band.
We weren't in the band. It was just these two.
Yeah.
Matt was
See,
in
Matt was
college.
never even heard of. Matt was just he was doing his own
Just
thing.
some random guy.
This is really
Yeah.
complicated, but it's how it happened.
Yeah.
Matt was in college. Then the two guys who were in Number the Stars, Josh and Ben, who were in a band called the British Incline. Not that that's important, but they went to college, and Dylan and I again were like, come on,
What are we gonna
let's
do,
play
you know?
music.
Like we
Like
worked
it's all
so
we want
hard.
to do.
So then,
And then-
me and Ben jumped on, and now this is what we are.
Like,
And then
I,
we've
we
been in
called
this
up
band
Matt one
since.
day. I called up Matt one day. He was like, "Hey, no, I didn't call him.
Dude, that was all me.
It was all Andrew. It really was. I wanted this other guy, Dean Ford.
Like it was kind of like I was cheating on my girlfriend, like, but I was cheating on my drummer talking to this guy because I knew like what was gonna happen, so I was like just wanted to be prepared. And I was talking to Matt, and Matt was so for it, like we were gonna jam one day, and then he was like, "Dude, I'll call out of work right now, and I'll drive there and jam with you." And I was like, "Dude, that's pretty legit. This kid like he wants to play music." So that's kind of like what happened. And then we've always been friends with Ben. So
Yeah.
My old band
Ben-
broke up, so they just asked me to do it again.
Ben was
so.
in that hardcore band. So like while the time we were playing with Number the Stars, we picked up Matt from my old band, and then we didn't have a bass player because
Yeah,
still Josh.
let's
went
move
to
on.
college.
Long
Okay.
story.
Long story
Let's
short.
move on.
You guys obviously know that every member and every instrument in the band is fundamental to the sound. What's your personal influence? Like, go in the line though.
personal influence, as in
A band or a musician in
Anyone.
that instrument?
Anyone that influenced you to be in the
Anyone?
music that you are.
Really, like, our influences, they come as they go. As we take on new bands, like, we start listening to new bands, we kind of, like, get our sound changes almost as it is, because, like, we'll listen to a certain sound, and then we'll be like, oh, that's cool, we should
kind of
make
rubs
something.
off on us a little
Yeah,
bit. you know?
yeah.
Me as a person, I could safely say that the band Stealing Sky was a huge influence in my life. I grew up in a small town, and they were just around, you know? Like, if you, when you love something and you see people that do that every day around you, like, you look up to them, you know, and like I would get like heat. I would almost get like heat stroke when I'd see them in the mall or something. I'd be like, oh my god, that's that person.
Heat
you know?
stroke?
You know, heat stroke. I would burn up. Dude. I'd be like,
I'm
oh
getting
my
hot
god, that's
flashes
my
over
crew.
here.
Like you never did that with like Toby and them. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I
okay.
mean?
Yeah, it's just funny the way it came out.
I think like just the big idea to that is like seeing somebody who you can relate to in enough ways, but is also where you want to be.
Yeah.
It just like makes
you want to take it
makes
that
you
step
want that.
further.
it makes
and make
you
want to keep going
have
with
some
it.
butterflies in your stomach.
Yeah.
Kind of like
Butterflies. That would have been more choice of
Heat
words.
strokes.
Heat stroke.
Butterflies, heat strokes.
Whatever.
You guys remind me of Danger Radio in Somerset, very popish. How do you distinguish your own style?
well,
Monty.
Andrew.
okay, this is what goes down. Dylan, like, okay, this is how it is. Dylan is
I'm
definitely like all
I'm a pop
like
man.
he's the pop
He's
guy.
the poppiest guy in the band.
And then Andrew was just like,
Andrew wants
Like-
us to be a
Brings
hardcore
that-
band secretly, and so he always has like the edgier things. So if any open chord you ever hear, it's because he wants it to be in there.
Yeah, kind
So we kind of just clashed together and forced our own music of just.
like that's why we like almost I guess why we cherish what we have so much is because like how we can write songs together, Dylan and I, and that's why we want to stick together, and that's why we've stuck together since we've been how old, like
Wow, man.
15.
14, 15, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, so that's how it is.
I think I met you at that show. I was like 14. I was like 8th grade.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then I was going right into high
he was
school.
14, I was 15.
What's the first song you guys mastered, like on a guitar or drums?
Wow.
The first
song.
Way for so long ago.
definitely Smoke on the Water. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I got my guitar for my birthday, and I was like, man, I want to play this more than anything right now. But I mean, everything I played was just like, man, this is terrible. And then I finally learned that song is pretty easy. So
I think the first song I learned on drums was that song. Woohoo!
Oh, yeah.
It's so simple, but I played to the radio and it'd be like, woohoo! Yeah.
Mine was Face Down by the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Yeah. My first song, I kind of like skipped the whole Smoke on the Water thing. Like I remember being in class and like hearing. No, I don't mean like that. Like I'd hear everyone do that, but I was like, wow, I really want to learn something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think like I started playing a lot, and the first song that I like mastered, got down fully was Stairway to Heaven, but I only got like maybe 3 minutes of it. I didn't play the whole song.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
7
I
to
definitely got
14
that
minute
first
version.
3 minutes pretty damn tight. So pretty darn tight. Sorry, we can edit this out, right? You can.
With you guys still living at home, do your parents ever have any like negative responses to you guys?
Oh.
Well, hold on, let me
There's
go.
too many stories for all this shit.
All right, let me
It's
go
gonna be like a
first.
2-hour video.
My parents have had bands playing here since I was 14 and I'm 19 now, and they just let us back in, and they love it.
Each parent has had
Yeah.
their hands in the band, and it comes and goes. But I think the most
Definitely coming.
conflict we've ever had is Dylan's mom.
Dylan's
As
mom.
she's weird because she gives him all this nice stuff. She supports him all the way, but at the same time she's like, when are you going to college? When are you gonna sign up for high school?
When are you
And
gonna
she
quit
gets
this
right in
band?
his
It's
face.
like it's like 75% of the things that I own have came from them, from my stepfather and my mother. But like they don't.
I think
don't
they see it as more of just like, oh, you're gonna play in a band when you're in high school. That's pretty cool,
know.
but
Yeah.
Right.
that's
They
not
want me
what
to
we
They're waiting for him to grow up, I guess. That's my parents are on that side too.
I'm
Like,
not ready to
when you
grow
get
up.
My
in
parents
job,
are on
like,
that
when
way,
you doing
are
this
that way
and-
too.
Mine just.
I don't think we're ready to grow up yet.
I mean, my parents are nice about it and stuff, but
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell when somebody's like really supporting you,
Yeah.
and when they're just like supporting you.
Yeah,
because
mine.
they have to.
They're happy with me being out of high school and just having a good time, and enjoying myself. So
Support is definitely
that's
the key.
That's what
Yeah,
it is.
all
You
our
can't-
parents,
we can't do it
overall, they're pretty supportive.
Yeah,
but
we definitely have a lot of other people in our lives who can support us, though, like our friends. We would be nowhere without our friends. So.
Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but lately on the radio, all you hear is overrated rap songs. I'm just saying.
Yeah.